Hello student, I welcome you all in highway engineering subject and the subject code is 1615504. Now we are going to see unit 3, that is geometric design of highway, and this is the lecture number 4 in geometric design of highway. My name is Daniel Swami. I am lecturer of Civil Department, James Polytechnic College, Aurangabad, Bihar. The content of the lecture is all about geometric design. In geometric design we will learn about super elevation. Super elevation in highway engineering. Super elevation is the transverse slope provided to contract the effect of centrifugal force and reduce the tendency of vehicle to overturn and to skid laterally outward by raising the pavement outer edge with the respect to inner edge. That is super elevation. As we can see, super elevation is nothing but the transition slope which is provided and in the curves where the centrifugal force is will act on vehicle. So at the extra widening of road, the widening of road will be elevated so that movement of vehicle will be safe and it will reduce the tendency of vehicle to overturn and skid laterally outward by raising the pavement outer edge respect to inner edge. And super elevation is represented as E, as you can see here. As we were talking about the super elevation in highway, here we can see the outer edge is rise more than the inner edge. We can see here is the inner edge, here is the outer edge, and E is represented as super elevation. E by 100, that is 1 by 100 feet, that 1 feet into 100, that shows the vehicle weight when the centrifugal force will act on a vehicle and the center of gravity of the vehicle will be near the left hand side of the vehicle or the center of gravity will be near the inner edge of the vehicle. So the movement of the vehicle in the outer edge, when the wheels of the when the outer wheels will move in the outer curve, and if there is extra elevation, it will provide the safety movement on the curve and the vehicle will move safety, and the vehicle also will be safe, and as well as the driver also will be in safe. So super elevation is provided in highway. Analyzing of super elevation, let us say design speed is v per meter second and radius is r per meter. As we can see in this image, this is the outer edge and this is the inner edge. As we can tell as tangent theta is equal to E, that is super elevation, is E by B, that is elevation by basement. In this image, next image, it shows here when the vehicle will move, in inner edge will be W sin theta and the outer edge will be P cos theta, because power in the outer edge and the weight will be the center of gravity will be the down will be in the downer side. So P sin theta comma W cos theta will act in the basement. So the first wheel, which is the inner side wheel, will be near theta and the center of gravity will be in the inner edge, whereas the outer wheel will move from the high raise of extra widening, and this movement will provide safety and it will reduce the tendency of collapsing or tending to collapse or a skid. It will reduce the skidding movement of that position. Various force acting on a vehicle. Let us see that various force. Weight of the vehicle we can consider as W. Centrifugal force we can say as P, that is in horizontal direction and that is in right side, and frictional force, that is F1 and F2, that is in the direction of left side. So by seeing last image, by seeing this image, the derivation will be formed as P cos theta is equal to W sin theta plus F1 and F2. That F1 and F2 is frictional force, and W sin theta, which is weight of the vehicle, will be in the center of gravity, and P cos theta will be the centrifugal force. So centrifugal force is equal to weight of the vehicle plus frictional force of first two inner wheels and frictional force of two outer wheels. Then then W sin theta plus F R1, that is frictional radius 1 and frictional radius 2. Radius 1 and radius 2, F we will take common, and radius 1 and radius 2 will be added, whereas W sin theta will be there with addition of frictional force. When W sin theta plus frictional force, R1 is nothing but, if we see, is nothing but R1 and R2 is P sin theta and W cos theta. P sin theta is nothing but it is centrifugal force, and W cos theta is nothing but weight of the vehicle. So if we take in different in left hand side, P cos theta minus F P sin theta is equal to W sin theta plus F W cos theta. This is the equation we will get. Next, by dividing the W cos theta in both the side, we will get P by W minus FB by W by tan theta is equal to tan theta by tan theta plus F. And by taking this equation common, P by W 1 minus F tan theta is equal to tan theta F, as we can we will take P by W as common. Then we will transfer this 1 minus F cos theta to opposite that side into right hand side. Then P by W is equal to tan theta plus F by 1 minus F tan theta. That is approximately tan theta. That is P by W is equal to E by F. That is E is super elevation, but P by W is equal to V by G by R. That is velocity by gravitational and the radius, specific gravity and radius. If we take super elevation, E plus F is equal to V square by GR. That is velocity square by gravitational gravity and acceleration due to gravity and the radius. So yeah, by putting the value gravity, as we know that gravity is 9.81 for gravity, where E is the rate of super elevation, which we can present in percentage, and F is the lateral frictional force, as we can give as lateral friction force as 0.15, and the velocity of vehicle will be in meter per second and it will be in square, and the acceleration due to gravity is 9.81 meter per second square. So the radius of so R is the radius of circular curve in meter, which we can present in meter, and if the velocity is kilometer per hour, then we should calculate E plus F is equal to V square by 127 R for kilometer per hour. For seconds, we can for meter per second we can calculate E plus F is equal to V square by GR. That is G is acceleration due to gravity and R is the radius. Next is designing of super elevation. How to design a super elevation we will see in step wise. Calculate the super elevation necessary for 75% design speed and assume no lateral friction is developed. No lateral friction is developed, then F is equal to 0. That is F is equal to 0 and V will be the 75%. Velocity, super elevation and design speed will be V, so 75%, and we can convert into value that 0.75 V, that is velocity. We know that for kilometer per hour, if we want to take, then we should use E plus F V square by 127 R. So v square we know that is 0.75 v. In the place of v square we will place this value, and after then if we just cut it, if we cross cut between this 0.75 and 127, we will get E is equal to v square by 225 r for super elevation for 75% of design speed. If E is the value less than E max is equal to 0.7 provided, calculate the E value, otherwise proceed to next step. If E max value is provided 0.07, then we can calculate here. If it is not provided, then we will go to next step, and next step is when E calculation is greater than E max, then provide E is equal to E max is equal to 0.07 as we have seen in last step, and the next step will go on. And the third step is from the above step we should have the value of E. As E we know that 0.07 is given, we know that E is 0.07, so check the lateral friction force is applied in the step for knowing the value of E. And for knowing the value of E, we can calculate 0.07 plus F is equal to V square plus 127 R, and by this F means F calculation will be V square by 127 R, and E will go that side into minus 0.07, and if cal is lesser than F max, then we should take 0.15, and then E is equal to 0.07, and this will be safe. 0.07 will be safe, but if calculation is greater than 0.15, then the restriction of the value to F is 0.15, and E we should take 0.07, that is safe, and go to the last step. And after that last step, in last step what we have to do, in this step we have to find out the value of restriction speed as let V is equal to VA. V is equal to VA, and if VA is you can see here E plus F is equal to VA square plus 127 R, where E we know that our E value is 0.07 and plus F value we know that 0.15. So we only don't know about VA. So for finding VA, if we square root under, then we will get 127 or 0.22, and this will be the VA value. And if VA is greater than V, then E should be 0.07 and F should be 0.15. But if VA is less than V, then E should be 0.07 and F should be 0.15, but the speed restriction board is provided, which consists the value of VA as shown in figure below. And this shows the super elevation calculation to contract the effect of centrifugal force and reduce the tendency of vehicle to overturn and exceed the lateral force. As I have told you earlier, super elevation is nothing but it helps in providing a safety movement when we will move in lateral direction in outward, and it will obstruct you from skidding of vehicle and it will prevent you from accident and overturnings. And when the vehicle travels around a curve of constant radius at constant speed, it extracts the radius, and outward force can be known as centrifugal force, and the centrifugal force is P, and it is represented by P, that is equal to V W by V square by GR, that is GR is acceleration due to gravity and radius, and it acts in horizontally at the center of gravity of the vehicle, and its load, and the force acting on the vehicles are centrifugal force, weight of the vehicle acting vertically downward, and upward reaction on the road on the vehicle. These are the three forces which will act on the vehicle, and this force should be calculated for the safety movement in a road, in a curve. So we are providing super elevation. For equilibrium, centrifugal force must be contracted, either the lateral force development between the tire and the road surface along by inner tilting of road surface is known as super elevation, which we will tilt the inner surface to 0. As we can see, if we make a triangle, this shows the extra rays, and this inner edge shows the super elevation, and this will tend the vehicle to move in safety, whereas it will prevent from skidding and collapsing of vehicle. Limit for maximum super elevation. According to Indian Road Congress, the maximum super elevation area which are bounded by snowfall, we should provide 7% super elevation, and which is not bounded by snowfall, we should give 10% of super elevation, as it is written here. You can see. Limit for minimum super elevation. Minimum super elevation is equal to camber or cross slope. If we give camber or cross slope, that is minimum super elevation. Camber is slope provided for transverse direction of drain of the rainwater quickly, as known as camber or cross slope, and this will also prevent from slipping and skidding of vehicles, because camber will be rise for draining of the road, but it also will provide safety while moving the vehicle, and it also shows the camber or cross slope is also can be called as minimum super elevation, as we can see here. According to IRC recommendation for camber, for type of pavement, for cement concrete pavement and thick bitumen pavement, we should for light rain intensity, we should give the camber 1 in 60, and where the heavy rainfall, we can give 1 in 50. For thin bitumen pavement, we can give, where the heavy rainfall is there, we can give 1 in 50. Where less rainfall is there, we can give 1 in 50. Where heavy rainfall is there, we can give 1 in 40 for maximum drainage of rain. In waterborne macadam road or gravel pavement, we should give, where light rainfall intensity is there, we will give elevation as 1:40, and where the heavy rainfall intensity is there, we will give 1 in 33. And in earth pavement road, we will give, where light rain is there, we will give 1 in 33, and where heavy rainfall intensity is there, we will give 1 in 25. These are the recommendation of camber which is provided by Indian Road Congress. Summary of this topic is all about the geometric design which we have studied in highway for the safety and efficient and economical traffic operation while maintaining the aesthetic value and the environmental quality. So that we are learning super elevation, and it is provided to prevent the vehicle from skidding and collapsing. And super elevation is nothing but rising the outer edge of the road in extra widening from the inner edge, and that outer edge of extra risen road will help the vehicle to move safely and provide safe movement in curves area, and that is known as super elevation. Reference: I have took reference from online source, SK Kanan book and Ritu publication book. If you have any doubt, you can directly contact me through WhatsApp, or you can email me. Or if you go through Ritu Publication book or SK Kanan book, you can get more clear view about super elevation. Thank you for listening my lecture.